Now that you know in whom you should be investing, the question is, how am I doing? This is a simple tool to help you self-evaluate the relationships that you have. If you look at Jesus' relationships, all of his disciples had relational access to him, but also he was saying difficult things. There was a level of challenge, or you could say accountability, and then there was also a level of relationship or invitation, people with access to Jesus. When someone has high relational access to you, they can say, like Paul said to Timothy in 2 Timothy 3, "You know me, Timothy. You've seen my life. You know how I am under pressure, under stress. You know how I am when things are going well and when they're going difficult." That person has high relational access to you. But also, when they have a challenging relationship, that doesn't mean you're difficult. It means that you hold them accountable, you challenge them, you encourage them, exhort them. They feel empowered. This is the discipleship relationship that we really want. Someone who sees the gospel lived out in our life, and then we speak the gospel to them. So it is modeled, but it's also spoken. Now, when someone has limited relational access to us, but we still are constantly speaking at them, challenging them, and holding them accountable, this is a surefire recipe to be discouraged. People know that they need to make disciples, but no one's ever showed them how. There's no relational access. That person needs relational access. When someone has no relational access and they also have no challenge, they get bored. They really aren't sure what to do. Nobody's showing them and nobody's challenging them. This will just lead to apathy, and they'll probably disappear. When someone has high relational access, they know all of our strengths, they know all of our weaknesses, but there's no challenge, there's no call to make disciples or call to holiness. We call this the bro zone. You have a drinking buddy. You don't have a friend, and you definitely don't have a disciple. This needs to grow in challenge. This quadrant needs to grow both in relationship and in challenge. This is where we want to aim for. So as you look at your relationships, specifically with the people who you think that you are developing as leaders, can you say, like Paul, Timothy, you know me. You know how I live my life because they have access to you, but you've also spoken to them clearly, the call of the gospel.